In this episode of Bucket of Cars, I purchased this 2002 F250 sight unseen. Let's find out if it's gonna run and drive. 7.3 baby. This truck, I've got a kind of a soft spot for these trucks. I've got probably about 10 of them for my my business. Purchased this truck, came in through my business, of course, and just through the Cash for Cars kind of thing, and purchased it as a non-runner. He said that he took it camping, and while he was on his way home from camping, or during camping, I can't remember exactly, it stopped running. Came with this beautiful camper, which I don't know if you can tell my sarcasm, but it's not the best. At least I don't think it is when I looked at it when I picked it up. But yeah, the story is that he had to get it towed home, and I know they tried to get it running with ether, which isn't a good thing. So here's hoping they didn't wreck the motor. But let's just do a little walk around and see what we got. It's still on my trailer. The batteries were dead, so I threw the charger on it. I don't even think it's plugged in anymore, but yeah, let's see what we got. It looks like someone's been in there with brakes. The rotor up front looks pretty new. Brake line looks pretty new right there. So someone's been in here. The shock, as some people would say, it's got weight reduction. Weight reduction on the cab corner there, but it's a little short box. 7.3 diesel automatic. These are really highly desirable vehicles, guys. I know I'm not giving the best camera angles here, but it's pretty filthy. I don't know if this door's gonna open too. Yeah, there we go. Got a can of Coke. Anything hiding under there? Not really. Got a chain. A couple camper tie downs. Oh, let's see what we got. Interior is not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. They took apart the steering column cover for some reason. I don't see it sitting in here. Yeah, it is 4x4. What else do we got over here? I don't think there's anything really back here, to be honest with you. What's in the glove box? Anything that's going to stand out? Oh, makeup. That's always good. No, more makeup. Decals. There you go. And what is that? Is that a punch? Oh, it's a wheel lock. There we go. Okay, so this thing must have wheel locks on her. I don't know. I usually see bigger ones than that, but that looks pretty small. Okay, this is more lipstick. Cool. So junk, and more junk. Got a couple chargers here. Some sort of a Sirius charger there. Anything under the visor? Nothing there. I don't know. I don't see anything too crazy. It came with a CD player, factory. That's awesome. I think that's factory anyways. Looks like it. Lots of air fresheners in the back corner there. Alright, let's go take a look at the... So here we are at the other side. I'm really working in tight quarters here. Sorry. This my metal bin is right here. I can't really step back because I've got a salt truck here and other stuff. But anyways, this is the other side, driver's side. No real damage on it. Same kind of situation on the brakes. It looks like there's, I know you won't be able to really see it, but right in there, the rotor looks on the newer side. Just looks like it's been sitting. Cab corner on this side's rusted out again. Got a flat tire that we did pump up when we loaded it, but it's not holding any air. Well, we got an adapter piece. That's got to be worth like $50. Okay, maybe $10. I don't know. Here's the glorious camper. I don't know. It doesn't look too good. Looks a little moldy up there. I don't know if I'm going to even be able to climb up here. Let's see if there's any goodies that came in here. Yeah, she's leaky. Definitely leaky. Let's see what's in here. Oh, Wow, she doesn't even want to... How do you do it? Oh, you push a button. Well, that's fancy. You gotta push the button here, and then it opens up. That's cool. You know, I honestly should be careful. There might be a freaking raccoon or something in here. Nothing up on the bed. Let's throw these cushions out of the way. Anything in the fridge? Nope, just moldy fridge. That's great. Let's check up here. Nothing. Looks like they cleaned it out. So, oh, there we go. What's that? What's this stuff? What's up here? We got pasta. We got some bowls. That's interesting. What's in here? Ooh, that's some really old paper towel. It looks just great. We got some gloves here. Stuck to the counter. Got a nice little sink here. Soaking wet. What's it called? Window covering. What do we got down here? What's going on? Okay, got a pot. Got some hot chocolate. That's always good. There you go. I don't know what else is going on here, but we're gonna take a look. Oh, what's in there? Got some receipts. Nothing really in there. Nothing. Ouch. Nothing really in there. Get in there. All right, don't get in there. Another one down here. That one's not opening. Ooh, what do we got over here? Nothing really. In all honesty, they cleaned it out pretty good. What they did leave really wasn't of any real value. Oh, there you go. Here's a score. Here's a propane. They call it a tree, and you screw it into the propane tank like that, and then you've got multiple fittings and one up top for the lantern. These are actually pretty expensive. Those are probably, well, I don't know. Everything's gone up so much nowadays that I keep on telling people that 50 bucks is the new $20 bill. So this thing used to be probably $49.99. Now it's probably $80. Wouldn't surprise me. Looks like there's a homemade one here. That's kind of cool. Buddy made a homemade one. We do a lot of camping, so we'll probably keep some of those things. I don't really see anything else in here of any value. Surprised no mouse or anything. It's kind of jumped out at me. But anyways, I didn't buy it for the camper. The camper's a liability. We're going to toss it out, get rid of it. But these are kind of cool nonetheless. We'll put them by the door and grab them later. All right, let's go hop in the driver's side. I'll get down here. All right, any recent work down under here? Not that I can tell. Just looks like a 21-year-old truck to me. Inside here, we already looked at it. Oh, not opening. We already looked at it from the other side, but this side's got some more goodies here. Oh, thermostat. So this thing's maybe been having some thermostat issues. We got a lighter in here. Got another charger of sorts. Throw that in there. Oh, here we go. Screwdriver. Nothing too, not that. There we go. Oops, let's get this out of the way this fell out. Some sort of a charger. Got the keys here. So now, this door didn't want to open. I don't really see anything down there. Just a scraper. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's see what's wrong with this truck. I got it on the charger. They said it won't run. Won't start. Does it even turn over? Is it seized? Like I said, the battery was dead when we picked it up, so just brought her here, threw her on the channel. Oh, look, does the radio even work? Oh, there we go. We got something there. Cool. This is high class. It's got the cassette and the DVD, or sorry, DVD, disc, CD. Okay, so let's turn that off. Turn it off. It's got 315,000 kilometers. Fuel tank's under a quarter. It says it's hot. So that obviously doesn't work. It says sorry, you can't see. It says it's hot. So, interesting. All the other gauges look like they are okay. So let's give her a crank and see what happens. Got the glow plugs on that side because she's a diesel 7.3. POWERSTROKE. Let's see what she sounds like turning over, if she even does. Oh. If you ask me, it doesn't sound like it's got the best compression, honestly. Let's try that again. I don't know. Okay, I can tell the batteries are already getting low, so I'm going to throw them back on the charger, make sure that they're plugged in while we fool around with it, and we're going to just take a look and see if this thing's even getting any fuel. Alright, so we got the charger plugged back in, charging up the battery here. Let's take a look under this hood here, and let's see what we can figure out. This 7.3 diesel truck, I like them. I have a bunch of them. I mean, that's my yard right there. I don't know how many you can see. There's many trucks. They're not all 7.3s. There's another one over there. I think there's 5 out on the road, but they're not all 7.3 trucks. But they're good. The 7.3 ones are good. They well, shoot, I think they can run on just half the cylinders. Anyways, when I picked up this truck from the guys, like I said, they said that it wasn't running. They had, I think, a can of ether sitting here. They had a can of ether sitting here. So they had been trying to get this thing running. So hopefully they didn't blow a hole in a piston. But what's cool about these trucks is that, well, it could be an oil issue, in the fact that if it's ran out of oil, which this one has not, then oftentimes they'll stop running because the injection system runs off of oil pressure. So that has oil in it, so that's I mean, that's a good sign, but you'll never really blow the motors on these things by running them low of oil, because they'll run out of fuel before they do anything else. Anyways, hopefully I can climb up here and not fall right behind here where there was a rat's nest of sorts. There's a yellow tab. Oh, that's the strap of the camera. Sorry about that. There's a yellow tab right back here. Sorry, camera again. Right there. So that tab, it's to drain the fuel bowl. So I'm going to put a pan underneath the thing. I should probably be using a tripod for you guys. You're probably getting motion sickness. Sorry about that. I'm going to put a pan somewhere under there. I don't think it's going to really catch everything, but I'm just curious if there's even any fuel going to the engine. This could be a fuel pump. So if I just reach back over down here, you can see the yellow tab here. All you do is just turn it to the side, and then we listen. Oh, there's the fuel coming out. I would not call that very much. Not very much. It's coming. There we go. Okay, now it's coming. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain it fully, and then I'm going to cycle the key and see if any fuel comes up here. What I'm also going to do is I'm actually going to take the fuel filter out. It's just right here. Got to get a socket on this, and this will unthread, and that's where the fuel bowl is with the fuel filter. And we're going to take a look in there and see if there's any grime or anything like that. So I'll just go get the proper tool. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to take this cover off. It's just going to make it a little easier to access the fuel bowl here. Oh, what the heck? That's a different size? Of course it's a different size. Why would it be the same size? Why would it be a 10 mil, right? So I gotta go get 12 for that. Let's just see if I can access the fuel filter. I don't like these ones. These ones have a nut on top of them right here. I don't think you can see it yet, but it's got a nut that makes it a little difficult to, usually they strip, but we'll see if I can grab onto this. I don't think I'm going to be able to. No, I'll try and grab it with this. Yeah, it's just stripping it, so I'm gonna have to probably improvise a little bit here. So oftentimes, well, you got to treat these fuel filters like an oil filter, and you got to lube up the O-ring on them. And oftentimes, if people don't do that, it makes it very difficult for you to remove them. They'll be just stuck on there. And because it's just a plastic cap, they oftentimes just strip where you put the ratchet or the socket, or sometimes it's just an extension. It's just a square hole that you put it into to loosen them up. Unfortunately, this thing feels like it's stripping. It's coming. It's not very nicely. Come on. There we go. Okay, so that's the cap. This one's a bit different than the other ones that I've had. And then this is the filter. There we go. So, I'll just put it over here for now. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see in there, but it doesn't look that bad, in all honesty. But the fuel is going to come in from just this. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there's a the fuel inlet to the fuel filter is just right here. So when you turn the key, that's where it comes from, I believe. It's either this one or the bottom one. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to close this yellow valve, and with this off right now, we're going to just see if any fuel does come out from when you cycle the key. I'm not too sure. I will see if I can position the camera a little bit better for you guys. Okay, I balanced the tripod here. You're looking directly down into the fuel bowl. I'm going to go and cycle the key, and we're going to see what happens as far as fuel coming out or not. That was one key turned, one cycled. And did it fill up anything? Looks like there's something in there, but I can't quite. I gotta climb right up in here. Take a look. A little bit. But there's bubbles. See those bubbles? If it's pushing bubbles in here, then this the fuel tank just might be empty. I'm gonna have to do it again, and I'll have to look at the recording and see. So I'm gonna cycle the key a couple more times, see what it looks like. Maybe I'll even put my phone here. Hopefully it's not in your way so that I can just quickly analyze it. 1 second here. There we go. Well, I should use my phone to record rather than you using the camera. It's way better, way clearer. Okay, let's see what it does with this cycling of the key. I'm just going to take a look at the camera. It is filling up, so that's a good thing. I'm actually just going to drain it again so that I can get the fuel filter back in here. Which way did this go now? Did I flip it upside down? I don't know if it goes this way. Sure. Let's put her in there. I think it goes the other way. You can hear the fuel draining out. Did I flip that up? No, it goes the other way. There we go. Okay, so I'll put that on there. Get it seated nice and good. This cap is going to go there. Get it on there. Whoops. I saw the O-ring move. In the perfect world, I'd have this unloaded and in my shop, but in all honesty, if I can't get this thing going, I'm probably just going to sell it the way it is, and I might even just deliver it to a potential buyer. suit. Quick start's not the best thing to do. Let's grab some quick start and let's give her a squirt. I'm not planning on using 2 cans, I just bought 2 cans. So let's see if we have any luck with just starting it. Is this going to slam down? No. Okay. I don't know if that's going to work. Battery is very, very, very tired. I feel like it's not going to start with me just spraying this in there like that. So, if this is going to let me cap it down. Nope. Let's just see if we can. Nothing at all. I have a feeling I'm going to have to get someone else to crank her over while I spray in there just to see if it's even going to start. But I mean, this should make it buck. It should make it want to try and start anyways. But the fact that we're not having any of that, because I mean, technically all you really need is the compression of the engine to really make it fire with quick start. So this looks like it's been sitting for a while because there's a whole rat's nest down here. Holy crap. I got tarp. I got everything coming up here. Jesus. Well, if nothing else, this would have caused it to catch fire. Possibly. There's a lot down in the valley pen. Holy. Yeah, I see something chewed. I don't know if it's chewed all the way through, but it could be it. Honestly, I'm gonna have to get a vacuum down there. While I'm doing this on time lapse, why don't you take a moment and like and subscribe? Help find more videos like this and watch a guy that doesn't know what he's talking about try and get vehicles running. Okay, let's just take a quick peek. We're looking at the top of the engine here. I see definitely an issue. Don't know how well I'm going to be able to show it to you guys, but right down here, got my light shining down here. I cannot for the life of me remember what the name of this thing is. Right down here, but it's not a cheap part. I'm just tapping it here, and I can't remember what it is, but essentially this it helps regulate the fuel oil pressure for the fuel and all that stuff. But these two wires right here, I really don't know if you're gonna be able to see. There you can see, there's a red one there. It's chewed through right there. You can't see it, but this yellow one is completely chewed through that I'm moving right there. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. So I'm gonna just disconnect that. You won't be able to see much. I'll pull it out and I'll get a better look at it and show it to you guys. This plug goes in the back of the fuel bowl. This one does not look affected, but as you can see, this one, it goes back into that part that I honestly can't remember. I want to say it's like an IPR, but I don't know. Anyways, this this wire is completely disconnected, chewed off, and it's chewed right there, right where my finger's touching is where it should be connected, right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some tools. I'm going to connect all this stuff up, clean it up, put it back on. Could this be the issue why it's not running? Absolutely, it could be the issue why it's not running, but we won't know until we get her fixed up. So let's take a look. So that is the IPR. I did a quick search. Yes, it is the IPR, the injector pressure regulator. And what it does, well, all I know is that I've had to replace them before, and they require, whoops, let's get this out of the way. They are kind of required for a vehicle to run, so this is a good chance that this is the issue. Fingers are crossed that it's going to be the issue, but I still don't know. There's a huge, obviously you saw how much of a rat's nest there was in there. Wouldn't surprise me if there's something else chewed somewhere else. This also could have been, get in there. It could have been an issue, like maybe this thing wasn't running already before the rat's nest went in there. So I don't know. Again, I don't really like how it sounds when it turns over. To me, it sounds like there's not a lot of compression, but that's just to me. I'm really not too sure. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to be adding an extension because there is so much of the, oh, come on, that's weird. Get out of there. So much of the wire was so bad that I couldn't really save any of it. So we're just going to extend it. Hopefully I don't spill this crap anywhere. And make it so that we can hook that all back up, and who knows, maybe she'll fire up. So the wire has been fixed there on the IPR. I got 2 batteries put in. This one, well, they both came from trucks that I already have. That one's about a year old. I don't know how old this one is, so we'll see if the combination of the two will work okay in this truck. The other battery came out of a gas truck, so I think it just definitely doesn't need as much voltage or amperage to start a diesel, but let's see what we got here as far as if this truck's going to fire up now. I think I'm going to let the glow plug cycle twice. So that's 1 and 2, and then we'll see if we'll start her up and see if we get any luck with it starting. Ooh, these batteries don't sound that good. Might need new batteries. Try it again. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get these charged up or something, but oh, let's get down and let's see. Oh, we got something going on here. I hear dripping. I hear dripping. What the heck is this? Why is it? What is going on here? So I got diesel fluid coming out of the tranny inspection plate and off the side of the engine. I don't know why the heck it's doing that. It's coming out like crazy. I'm sure you guys can see that and hear it. I don't know if we're going to be able to see anything up top. Oh, I gotta climb up here. Shoot. Oh, it's wet in the valley pan. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's wet down there. Now that the rat's nest out there, I can see. So let's see if I can get a helper here and crank this thing over. And I'll stay up here and check. Maybe I'll just put my phone there or something. Oh yeah. Okay, stop. And that's because of rats and piss pissing on the line and rusting it out. While I take off this hose down here, it's going to be a little time consuming. I'm going to speed up the video. Why don't you take this time to like and subscribe to maybe share one of my videos. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it's off. Okay, so get that out of here. Don't know how it's still hanging on because the threads are away. Just a tangled mess of everything out of here. Oh, I think the fuel line did not break. Get off, come on. There we go. Okay, so it's off. Now, see if I can wiggle this out of here. I'd like to try and keep the shape of it if I can. Don't know if that's going to be doable. Oh, it wraps around a line there. How is this going to happen? Oh, maybe it comes this way. Maybe it comes out this way. Caught down below, fish it down that way. It's coming, I think. I'm bending it a little bit. I don't want to bend it much. There we go. Come on. Okay, so this little guy, get around that. Get around that. How are you gonna do that? You go this way. There we go. Holy smokes. So there you go. That's what we're replacing here. This went like this, and it's leaking right down here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but oh, gotta lay down here. So it's corroded here due to the rat piss and crap like that, but we'll get this thing either replaced or made. I do have a flaring kit. I just don't really want to be flaring stuff, but if I have to, I have to. And we'll get this made up, and hopefully it goes in quicker than it went out. Okay, so I just got off the phone with West Coast Ford. Believe it or not, this is only a $38 part, and it is just overnight. I'll get it tomorrow. So they're shipping it in from Alberta to the West Coast here. I was expecting it to be almost $100 in all honesty, just because nothing's cheap anymore. But the fact that I can get it tomorrow and for $38 and to try and duplicate this and flare each end, it's not really worth my time. I mean, I know it's not rocket science, but at the same time, I'd just rather would get the actual part. It's definitely blown out here. I don't know if it's going to show up. I mean, you guys saw the video of it, but it's totally, there's holes there, right there. It's all over the place. But anyways, so what does that mean? I guess we're just going to have to call it for today, and we'll get back to it tomorrow. Did you hear what I said there, guys? $38. That's like $4.36 American. That's cheap. Why am I walking this way? The door's over here. See you tomorrow. Here we are. So I've got the part in, the fuel line. Sorry about that. It was a time-consuming one. It wasn't as bad putting it in than it was taking it out, but nonetheless, I didn't really record it because it was just a real long time of me just turning the wrench 1/16 of a turn every single time. But anyways, it is in. So it's right down there. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. You can see the nice new line right there, and it loops around down and it goes under and it comes up on this side, right down. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. There it is. Nice shiny new line way down there. So it's in. I haven't tried to start it yet. What else have I done? I reconnected the wire that I did right here. You can barely see it right there. I'm just flicking it. Anyways, I reconnected that because my wiring job from previous did not hold up. I did clean up the batteries. just the connections. Well, actually, I only did the positive connection, so I didn't even clean up both sides, but I did clean them up, and I put chargers on them. This battery went to full. That battery might have an issue with that one, and the weird thing is that that one's only a 1.5 years old, so I'll have to look into that one. But the other thing that I did is I'll just turn you around this way, get down off the truck. I also plugged the truck in right here. For the heater core, or the block heater, sorry. It's going to help out. What I find with these trucks is that when they, sorry, I'll turn around here and talk to you guys. When they have hard starting issues, I find that they tend to start better. I actually have had 2 trucks over the years. One, it had to be plugged in year round. Even in August, when the temperatures, people were in t-shirts and everything, it just would not start. As long as I plugged it in, it started. I got another truck over there, and that was a 7.3 truck. I got another truck over there that it really doesn't like it when it gets cold. Once it gets to around freezing, it doesn't want to start. If it gets below freezing, it won't start. It takes forever, probably going to kill the battery or the starter out of it. These trucks need to have good starters. They need to have good batteries. I'm trying to limp this one through with this, but without any further ado, let's see if these couple fixes has fixed it. My worry is that this truck's been sitting for so long that rat's nest was made after it broke down, so we still might be chasing something, but there's only one way to find out, so let's try it. Okay, so we're sitting in the truck. Here's something that I found out that's kind of cool. Watch the fuel gauge. Yeah, this thing came with a full tank of fuel. That's like $300. Well, something like that. I mean, you Americans have some cheap fuel down in the States, but anyways, that was once. For the glow plugs, we're just cycling it over there. We'll do 3 times, why not? And then let's hope that this sucker will start. Hopefully I don't have any wires hanging down around the fan belt. Okay, we're gonna start it this time in 3, 2, 1. She's turning over. Oh, there was a little hiccup there. Did you hear that? Let's try it again. This definitely doesn't have even compression over all the cylinders. I'm not noticing any smoke coming out the exhaust yet. I'm looking at the side mirror over there. Let's see what's gonna happen. Pump the gas a bit maybe. I don't think it's gonna change anything. I don't hear nothing. Not like it's wanting to start. So we'll try it one more time, maybe. And then I guess we're gonna have to go back to that ether. Get someone to help me out and spray ether down the throat and see if it'll start. It's turning over nicely. Definitely has that hiccup going on, or the galloping. That's definitely not wanting to start. I don't see anything coming out of the exhaust. Let's go take a look at the tailpipe quickly, but I didn't see anything coming out of there. So what does that mean? I smell fuel. I don't see nothing coming out of the exhaust. I mean nothing. There's nothing coming out of there. No smoke. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna check the coil relays. Essentially, I've got a test light on the negative side of the battery, and then on the top, you'll see that there's 2 large posts on the top of this coil. One here and one there. When I touch it to this one over here, that light comes on. So on this side, it's on there. The light does not come on. When you cycle the key on, the relay opens, connects the 2 posts, and it proceeds to give power to the glow plugs, or the one bank of glow plugs, that is. So we're just going to test this one, and then we're going to test the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and turn the key. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Just right over there is where the test light is, right there. So I'll turn the key on and it lights up. So the relay is working as it should. That does not mean that the glow plugs are working. It just means that one relay is working. So now we just try it again on the other side. Okay, so we got power going to the top post of the second relay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch it to the other side. We're gonna turn the key, same thing. We're gonna watch for that to light up. If it doesn't light up, we've got a bad, well, possibly a bad relay. Let's take a look. And there's the standing right there. Turn the key, nothing. So we don't have power going to the other half of the engine. The other half of the engine meaning the glow plugs. So what we're going to do is just to confirm that the relay is bad and it's not the wiring on the little post here. That's where the signal comes to. This is a ground. Essentially, once you turn the key, it sends a positive signal to here. And with this being grounded out on this side, it opens the relay or closes it, whichever way you want to look at it. And it connects these two posts, sending the hot power from this one to the glow plugs. So if I turn the key now, it's still not lit up. If it lights up when I turn the key now, that means I have a bad relay on one side. Is that what's going to prevent this thing from starting? I don't know. It's not that cold, but it's, I guess, cold enough that it could be. So there's the glow plug, or sorry, the test light right there. Turn the key. Oh, and it lights up. So we have a bad relay. So we'll change that and find out if that's another one of the issues on this truck, and maybe it'll start. I picked up the new relay. 80 bucks. Can you believe that? That's a bit steep, but needs to be done. So what can you say? Let's see if I got the right parts here for doing it. While I'm doing it though, what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna be taking a closer look at some of these wires down here. I'm kind of wondering if because of the issue that I had with the mice or rats or whatever the hell it was chewing some of the wires, I'm wondering if there might be some other issues down here that I'm gonna have to take a little closer look at. Because in all honesty, with this truck plugged in with the block heater, I feel like it should run. I mean, I don't know. I'm no freaking professional on what's going on here, but I just feel like it should run. And if I'm only into this thing for a couple one line, fuel line, and a relay, and it runs, cool. But I just don't think that that's it. Honestly, it should have some smoke billowing from outside of the exhaust, in my opinion, right now. I feel like it's still not getting any fuel, but let's just replace this relay and I guess see what happens. You guys, I'm by far a mechanic. Never claimed to be, but all that I'm saying is that I tend to know these trucks fairly well. I might not know the actual name of some parts, what it needs. I don't have a scanner. That I should probably have is a proper scanner for these trucks, but the next thing that I'm going to be going after, if it still doesn't want to start, is probably the cam positioning sensor, because I feel like it's not sending a signal so that essentially it's not getting any fuel sent. So I don't know. I'm not going to be just chucking parts at this thing. Right now we are replacing stuff that genuinely needs to be fixed, so that's the good thing. But at the same time, it'd be kind of nice to have it figured out so that we do know what the actual issue is. We're not just chucking more and more and more and more and more parts at this thing. So let's find out if this relay is going to make it start. And if not, like I said, I'm just going to take a gander at some of these other things down below and see if it's gonna, see if I find any chewed wires. Now this wire is live. The correct way to go about this would be to disconnect it from the battery. I'm not doing that, so it could arc out. Right now I've got the two that are disconnected right now are the two, oh, that's too small. Of course it is. Two bigger guys. I don't think I got the right size for the small thing, so I'm gonna have to go grab that. I just finished replacing the relay. One thing that you want to make sure of is that on top of the relay, the two small posts, there's an S on one side, the other side is blank. You want to make sure the S is the one that the signal is going for. So remember when I tested the relay and it didn't work, so then I put it on a small post and it lit up. That's the signal wire, so that's what allows it to open and close. So we're just going to connect it, as you can see on the test light. If I connect it to the constant power, it lights up. We're now going to connect it to the big terminal on the other side. It's not lighting up, but when I turn the key, it should. So let's see if that fixes that issue. So it didn't. So why is that? Why is that? Let's put it on the signal wire and let's see what it does. I'm also curious, where does this red wire go? It goes up to there. It's interesting. It goes up to there and then it goes down to the I don't know, it goes up into the turbo. Anyways, let's see what see if we're getting the signal. Okay, we're going to try and bypass that relay because for whatever reason it's still not working. And we're just going to give it a start from under the hood and see if she'll fire up. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall. We'll tilt her back a bit. Getting pretty close there. It's wanting to almost start. I don't really know why, but I'm sure you can hear it there. But it's actually wanting to almost start. It was kicking over there, starting to get some fuel. So we're just going to give her a couple more cranks. I'm going to hold on to you. So I've got it angled right down towards the exhaust there. I'm watching the side mirror. We're going to see if we can get the sucker to fire. It actually sounded like it almost wanted to. So here's hoping. It sounded like it for a second there. Still not getting any smoke over there. There you go. You hear that? It wants to. There's a little bit of smoke coming out. I don't know if you can see that. Look great. I'll zoom right in there. Watch right in the mirror. Whoops, sorry. Ready? Here we go. Let's start her up. See the smoke? It might start. Alright, we're going to give this some, I don't know, a couple more tries here. Hopefully the batteries will last. See if we can get this thing fired up. Come on. Get this down here. So here, honestly, I don't know. It could have just been the fuel rail. It could have been the chewed wires. It could have been all the above. But she's running. She's smoking. She's actually not smoking that bad. But we got her running. That's a success right here. That's pretty cool. Again, I didn't even scan this thing. Oh, I'm super happy. So I have no idea if that relay did anything. Honestly, I think there was some airlock in the fuel system. That's why it wasn't getting any. It wasn't firing up. I think the previous person was trying ether and ether and ether. It's definitely got low compression in one cylinder, but I mean, she's running. That's it. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. I'm gonna watch the gauges. We're gonna see if anything pops up. Then the next challenge is gonna be getting, well, it's not really a challenge, but we're gonna get rid of that camper. It's garbage, so it's got to go to the dump. This is mint. That's wicked. The risks you take when you buy vehicles non-running, sight unseen, can be rewarding, let me tell you. So that's a win. Well, it's not driving yet, but I guarantee you it will be. That's a win. Okay, so I'm pretty happy. Left it running. It's probably been running for about 5-10 minutes now. This is gonna be the first time I'm turning it off and turning it back on. I don't know how warm the engine's gotten because again the temperature gauge for the engine is at hot even when it's been sitting. So what I'm going to do is well, I'm going by the transmission temperature and it's at the halfway range, so it's probably around or it's warmed up to operable temperatures. So there's no mist in the engine. Everything sounds good. It doesn't bog down, nothing. So let's see if I turn her off, if it'll actually start again, if it'll start right away. Let's see what happens here. I think it'll start right away. This is a good truck. This is mint. Yeah, so we'll take her off the trailer. Gonna get rid of that camper and clean it up a little bit, but I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do. Bucket of Cars isn't necessarily about the absolute mint dream car. Is this a dream truck for me? No, it's not, but at one time it was. I still remember my first 1999 same body style as this 7.3 truck, and I was through the moon. I felt like $1 million. I mean, the truck was already 10 years old when I got it, but these trucks do have a following. I guarantee you there's still people out there that wants to have one of these and haven't had one yet. So if this is your bucket list truck, go out there and get it. You can find them pretty cheap, especially when they're not running. And honestly, these 7.3 trucks, they don't really die permanently, per se. This one did have an issue. I'm pretty lucky to have only spent, what the hell did I spend? 38 bucks and 84, so 120, 130 bucks, not even, 110, 120 bucks to get this thing, a running, driving truck. I only purchased the truck for 1,500 bucks, so I'm not into it for very much. You can do the math to figure it out. Again, that's Canadian, so that's like, I don't know, $563 American for you southern folk. But anyways, please like and subscribe, comment down below. Let's see how I can clean this thing up with the camper off of it. Silly me, didn't record the starting of it, but she fired right up. Super happy with it. It's been sitting for a couple days now. Anyways, the goal is now to take off the camper. Do a check on the other side. Yeah, we're good. Looking good. Okay. Soon, this truck will go up in value in about 4,000 bucks just with removing this. Okay, I know I don't need to go that high. I just want to make sure that there's nothing underneath. Good. Don't see anything that it's going to get caught on. All right. Well, what do you say we fire this sucker up and mosey her on out under there? Brake pedal feels good. Everything feels good. I'm just driving on the road now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the stop sign here, and then I'm just going to floor it, feel the engine shift through all the gears. If that all checks out, I think we're in the clear. I think this truck Really doesn't need any other major repairs. Comical thing is that the gas gauge, I don't know if you guys remember in the video, I commented on it saying I've got a quarter of a tank. Well, now it's saying that it's full, and later on in the video it's saying it's full. Let's see how this thing shifts. Here we go. Oh, it's got a great tranny. Perfect. I'm super happy with that. We're gonna just turn around here. Find a place to turn around, drive her back home. I don't think there's anything else that we could do about this. So I think this is a success. We'll do a quick little walk around when I get back to the shop and see what the body looks like with the camper off of it. Camper's off. As you can see behind us, truck looks way better. Just like that, without even washing it. So see if the tailgate works. Ooh, fail. I didn't know it had a black tailgate. But. Anyways, I don't know. This truck, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I mean, I'm gonna give it a wash, a go over here. Not much of a go over, she runs. And then the decision's gonna be whether I choose to keep it. It's gonna need some tires. But hey, I like these trucks. Like I said, I kind of have a fair amount of them. That's not all of them. And they're good plow trucks. So maybe a new addition to the business. Otherwise, a little clear coat issue here. But super happy with how this turned out. If you guys think that I wasn't going to be able to get this truck running, comment down below. I mean, if you think you would have done it quicker or a different way, hey, cool. Many ways to skin a cat. But I'm super happy with how this turned out. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.